gentlemen, the bout ends at 2 minutes 32 seconds of the opening round. Your winner by knockout.
Outstanding performance from Jake Paul.
Man, Jake set that up with some good offense, jabbing up top, jabbing to the body. That was a perfect setup, man. He had good movement with his legs.
Yeah, you know, I wanted it to be a little bit longer to give the fans some more time, but...
The clash between Jake Paul and Mike Perry is finally here, with the clash between the YouTuber-turned-boxer taking on the king of violence and bare-knuckle legend, Mike Perry. Fans from all walks of life are glued to their screens, eager to witness this unique matchup between two vastly different fighters. The stakes are incredibly high for both men, each with something significant to prove and a lot on the line. As the fight begins, the atmosphere in the arena is electric. Jake Paul, with his 9-1 professional boxing record, is under immense pressure to prove himself yet again. His journey from a YouTube star to a professional boxer has been met with both skepticism and admiration. Paul's ability to stay composed and execute a strategic game plan has been key to his success so far. His victories over seasoned fighters have demonstrated his growth and dedication to the sport. Mike Perry, though holding a 0-1 professional boxing record, is a force to be reckoned with. His success in bare-knuckle boxing, where he holds a 5-0 record, showcases his toughness and willingness to engage in brutal exchanges. Perry's background in the UFC has also equipped him with a unique skill set and a mindset that thrives under pressure. Known for his aggressive style and powerful punches, Perry's transition to boxing has been closely watched by fans and critics alike. As the fight unfolds, Paul's approach is more measured and technical. Utilizing his jab to maintain distance and set up his power shots, he moves around the ring with purpose, looking to exploit any openings Perry might leave. Perry, in contrast, brings a brawling, high-pressure style to the fight. He charges forward, aiming to close the distance and turn the bout into a slugfest. The contrast in styles makes for a captivating contest. The stakes of this fight are immense. For Jake Paul, a victory would solidify his standing as a legitimate boxer and maintain the momentum he has built over the past few years. It would also keep the anticipation high for his rescheduled fight with Mike Tyson in November. However, a loss to Perry could significantly derail his plans and cast doubt on his future in the sport. The pressure to perform and come out victorious is palpable. For Mike Perry, this fight represents a golden opportunity. A win against Jake Paul would elevate his status in the boxing world and potentially open doors for more high-profile fights. It would also reinforce his reputation as a versatile and formidable fighter, capable of excelling in multiple combat sports disciplines. Conversely, a loss could stymie his momentum and impact his burgeoning career in bare-knuckle boxing, where he has found considerable success. Throughout the fight, Paul's technical prowess is tested by Perry's relentless aggression. Paul's strategy revolves around keeping Perry at bay with his jab and looking for opportunities to counter. His ability to adapt to Perry's pressure and avoid getting drawn into a brawl is critical. Perry's tactics are straightforward but effective. Close the distance, unleash powerful combinations, and break Paul's rhythm. The middle rounds are where the fight's dynamic truly comes to life. Paul's disciplined approach is evident, but Perry's persistence and ruggedness start to wear on him. Perry absorbs Paul's punches and keeps moving forward, looking to land his own shots. The exchanges are intense, with both fighters showing resilience and determination. The crowd is on the edge of their seats, fully engaged in the back-and-forth battle unfolding before them. As the fight progresses, conditioning becomes a key factor. Paul's extensive training and preparation are evident in his endurance, but Perry's toughness and experience in grueling fights keep him in the contest. Each round is a test of wills, with neither fighter willing to back down. The stakes and the high-profile nature of the fight drive both men to push their limits. Paul's corner provides constant guidance, urging him to stick to his game plan and capitalize on his technical advantages. Perry's corner, meanwhile, emphasizes the need to keep up the pressure and exploit any signs of fatigue in Paul. The strategic adjustments made by both camps add another layer of intrigue to the fight, showcasing the chess match happening beyond just the physical exchanges in the ring. As the final rounds approach, the intensity reaches its peak. Paul continues to rely on his jab and movement, while Perry digs deep, looking for a decisive moment. The exchanges are brutal and relentless, with both fighters showing the heart of a warrior. The crowd's energy mirrors the action in the ring, creating an atmosphere that is electric and charged with anticipation. The conclusion of the fight leaves fans and analysts with plenty to discuss. Whether it ends in a dramatic knockout or goes the distance, the bout will undoubtedly have significant implications for both fighters. For Paul, a victory reinforces his credibility and sets the stage for his showdown with Tyson. For Perry, a win solidifies his position as a formidable contender in the boxing world and beyond. The narrative of Jake Paul versus Mike Perry is one of contrasting styles, backgrounds, and stakes. It's a fight that encapsulates the drama and unpredictability of combat sports, where anything can happen and legacies can be forged in an instant. As the dust settles, the impact of this fight will resonate in the boxing community, shaping the trajectories of both fighters' careers and leaving an indelible mark on the sport. The fight's aftermath will be closely scrutinized. If Paul emerges victorious, it will reinforce his claim as a legitimate boxer, silencing many critics and setting the stage for his highly anticipated fight with Mike Tyson. The potential for a blockbuster showdown with Tyson looms large, and a win against Perry would keep that narrative alive and thriving. For Perry, a win against Paul could catapult him into the upper echelons of the boxing world. It would validate his decision to transition from MMA and bare-knuckle boxing to professional boxing, opening doors for lucrative and high-profile bouts in the future. Perry's journey is one of resilience and determination, and a victory would solidify his reputation as a versatile and formidable fighter. The fight's financial implications are also significant. A victory for Paul would likely result in increased viewership and pay-per-view sales for his future fights, including the rescheduled bout with Tyson. For Perry, a win could lead to major sponsorship deals and endorsements, further enhancing his marketability and financial standing. Ultimately, the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Perry is a clash of styles, backgrounds, and narratives. It's a bout that promises to deliver excitement, drama, and high stakes. Both fighters have much to gain and much to lose, making this one of the most anticipated fights in recent memory. The outcome will have far-reaching consequences, shaping the future of both men's careers and leaving an indelible mark on the sport of boxing. The buzz surrounding the boxing match between Jake Paul and Mike Perry is nothing short of electric. Initially slated to be a massive showdown between Jake Paul and the legendary Mike Tyson, the fight has undergone a significant transformation. The stakes remain incredibly high, and the anticipation is palpable as fans await to see how these two fighters will fare against each other in the ring. Jake Paul has rapidly ascended from a YouTube sensation to a professional boxer with a 9-1 record. His journey through the boxing world has been marked by a series of high-profile fights that have captured the public's imagination. Paul's victories over former UFC fighters like Ben Askren and Tyron Woodley, as well as a recent bout with Tommy Fury, have showcased his growing skills and ability to draw massive audiences. The originally planned fight with Mike Tyson was expected to be another milestone in Paul's career, potentially cementing his status as a serious contender in the sport. However, the shift to fighting Mike Perry introduces a new and unpredictable element to his journey. Mike Perry, on the other hand, is known for his rugged fighting style and unyielding toughness. Despite holding a 0-1 professional boxing record, Perry has found tremendous success in bare-knuckle fighting, boasting a 5-0 record. His transition from the UFC to bare-knuckle boxing has revitalized his career, demonstrating his adaptability and resilience. Perry's reputation as a brawler with a relentless approach poses a unique challenge for Paul, who is more accustomed to the structured environment of traditional boxing. This clash of styles adds an intriguing dimension to the upcoming fight, as Perry's aggressive tactics could disrupt Paul's game plan. The change from Tyson to Perry significantly alters the dynamics of the fight. Mike Tyson, with his legendary status and unparalleled experience, would have brought a different level of skill and expertise to the ring. Facing Perry, however, presents a different kind of challenge for Paul. Perry's background in bare-knuckle boxing means he is accustomed to a more brutal and less orthodox fighting style, which could test Paul's adaptability and resilience. Perry's ability to thrive in high-pressure situations and his willingness to engage in a brawl make him a formidable opponent for Paul, who must be prepared for an unpredictable and intense fight. The implications of this fight are substantial for both fighters. For Jake Paul, a loss to Perry could jeopardize the rescheduled match with Mike Tyson. A defeat would raise questions about his ability to handle different styles and opponents, potentially diminishing his credibility and slowing his momentum in the boxing world. Paul's main strengths are his disciplined approach, power, and improved boxing IQ. However, facing an opponent like Perry, who thrives in chaotic and aggressive situations, could expose vulnerabilities in Paul's game. This fight is not just about maintaining his winning record, but also about proving his adaptability and resilience in the face of adversity. On the other hand, a victory for Paul would further legitimize his boxing career and build anticipation for the fight with Tyson. It would prove his ability to handle a variety of opponents and styles, solidifying his place in the boxing world. This fight is not just about maintaining his winning record, but also about proving his adaptability and resilience. Paul's training camp will likely focus on preparing for Perry's aggressive style, sharpening his defensive techniques, and improving his conditioning to withstand the relentless pressure Perry is known for. A win here could significantly boost his confidence and reputation, setting the stage for the rescheduled Tyson fight. For Mike Perry, this fight represents a significant opportunity. Although he has found great success in bare-knuckle fighting, a win over Jake Paul in a traditional boxing match would boost his profile and open up new opportunities in the sport. Perry's main strengths are his toughness, power, and ability to thrive in high-pressure situations. His approach will likely be to close the distance and turn the fight into a gritty, close-quarters battle. Perry's training will focus on refining his boxing skills, improving his conditioning, and developing strategies to counter Paul's disciplined boxing style. A victory over Paul could propel Perry into the spotlight, showcasing his versatility and fighting prowess. However, a loss for Perry could put a wrench in his growing stardom as the face of bare-knuckle fighting. It would be a setback in his attempt to transition successfully into traditional boxing, potentially limiting his options and opportunities in the sport. Perry's success in this fight will hinge on his ability to impose his will, close the distance, and make the fight as rough as possible for Paul. His unorthodox style and willingness to brawl could disrupt Paul's rhythm and force him into uncomfortable positions. A loss could hinder his momentum and affect his standing in the combat sports community. The broader implications for the boxing world are also noteworthy. This fight represents the ongoing trend of crossover matches and the blending of different combat sports disciplines. It highlights the evolving landscape of boxing, where entertainment value and fan interest are increasingly driving matchups. The success or failure of this fight could influence future events, determining whether similar matchups continue to gain traction. It reflects the sport's adaptability and the willingness of fighters to take on diverse challenges to entertain fans and build their careers. This trend of crossover fights continues to attract attention, bringing new audiences to the sport and expanding its reach. As the fight date approaches, fans and analysts will be closely watching the fighters' preparations and final statements. Training footage, interviews, and public appearances will provide insight into their readiness and mindset. The anticipation and buildup will play a significant role in shaping the narrative and expectations for the bout. Both Paul and Perry have proven to be effective self-promoters, and their ability to generate interest and excitement will be on full display in the weeks leading up to the fight. This pre-fight hype will contribute to the overall atmosphere and fan engagement, setting the stage for an unforgettable showdown. The actual fight is expected to deliver fireworks, given the contrasting styles and personalities involved. Fans can anticipate a clash of strategies, with Paul looking to outbox Perry and Perry aiming to turn the fight into a brawl. The dynamics of the fight will likely shift throughout the rounds, with both fighters having moments of success. The key for Paul will be to maintain discipline and avoid getting caught up in Perry's game, while Perry will need to impose his will and force Paul out of his comfort zone. This strategic battle will be fascinating to watch as each fighter tries to execute their game plan effectively. Ultimately, the outcome of Jake Paul versus Mike Perry will be determined by who can best execute their game plan and adapt to the challenges presented by their opponent. It promises to be a compelling and unpredictable fight, with both fighters bringing unique strengths and vulnerabilities to the ring. The result will have lasting implications for their careers in the broader landscape of boxing, making this a must-watch event for fans and analysts alike. The clash between Paul's structured boxing approach and Perry's unorthodox brawling style will provide a captivating spectacle, showcasing the diverse range of skills and strategies within the sport. In conclusion, the replacement of Mike Tyson with Mike Perry has added a new layer of intrigue to the upcoming fight. The stakes are high for both fighters, with significant implications for their careers and the boxing world at large. Paul's quest to prove his legitimacy in the sport faces a tough challenge in Perry, whose unorthodox style and resilience could disrupt Paul's plans. Similarly, Perry's attempt to establish himself in traditional boxing hinges on his ability to overcome Paul's disciplined approach. The fight on July 20th promises to be an exciting and pivotal event, setting the stage for future matchups and shaping the trajectory of both fighters' careers. The anticipation and excitement surrounding this bout highlight the evolving nature of combat sports and the increasing emphasis on entertainment and fan engagement.